Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Inferiority Complex and the game is Star Trek Online. We have Karnak logged in. We are going to follow up on the next mission in his storyline. We tracked our Federation prisoner halfway across Klingon space, and we are still trying to figure out where he is. Let's hail Warden Gazzan.
We have identified the Federation prisoner you've been chasing. His name is Franklin Drake. Some of our sources say he's a Starfleet intelligence agent, but there are hints that he's much more. From what I can tell, he's not part of the normal chain of command. Previously, we didn't have any images or genetic samples from him, which is why he was so hard to identify. Now, we'll be on him the second he shows his face again. We already have a lead for you to follow. Records indicate a Klingon shuttle entered space above the Rura Penthe penal colony. That system is restricted, and there was no traffic scheduled for today. You are authorized by the High Council to approach the system and determine if Drake is there. Bring him back alive, if you can.
Okay, so we're going to get the usual experience points and expertise. A new torpedo launcher for my ship. A Jackal Mastiff, a combat pet, very handy. Dilithium ore as usual. Personal shield, not bad. Harpeng torpedo launcher. A very special type of torpedo launcher. Very useful if you're playing on the Federation side of the game. Not so much on the Klingon side, but it does a lot of radiation damage over time to anything it hits. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, let's accept the mission.
There is work to do.
Indeed, there is work to do. Whoops. I appear to be standing up for some reason. I'm going to have a wee look in this transponder because somewhere in here there's slay enemies of the Empire, defeat specific foes, find and defeat enemies of the Empire on certain missions. I was having a look through all the various rewards that this Klingon recruit gets, and there's this. Eliminate Kurdal, enemy of the Empire, encountered during the mission Manhunt. So we have an extra target for this mission as well. We'll see how that goes near the time. What are we going to get as the reward? 3 pieces of Klingon equipment of rare or very rare quality. That's not too bad. What do we have on our ship that we have? Okay, we could do with some decent weaponry. We've got just the bog standard stuff that came on the ship. Well, not necessarily this ship, but one of the other ships. We do have a complete nice set of deflector, impulse, warp and shields though, because I've played through previous events. And we're pretty much kitted out properly with ground equipment, so hopefully we'll get some... Hopefully we can maybe get some weaponry for our ship. But we'll see what we get, because it's random. Let's go to Rura Penthe penal colony. Let's grade out. Why can't I grade out? Oh, it's because I'm on the bridge. Ah. Okay, Karnak. Get yourself off into space. Leave the ship interior. Okay. Now we can transwarp to the start point. But hey, Rura Penthe, known throughout the galaxy as the Aliens Graveyard, is a Class P frigid world with no habitable surface areas. Rura Penthe was a main area in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, and we saw it again in an episode of Star Trek Enterprise. It is basically a large ball of ice, frigid world with no habitable surface area. Rich in dilithium and various heavy industrial metals, as a result it serves as a penal colony where prisoners work until they die in the dilithium mines. Okay, so we'll see how this mission compares to the previous version. I will put a link to the previous mission up in the top right corner of the video, so you can compare with the previous one. We'll see what the differences are. Anyway, let's begin.
This is Warden Karnak of the Rura Penthe penal colony. You do not have authorization to land. Turn back now. Any attempt to violate our security perimeter will be met with force.
Our authorization comes from Chancellor Jimpak himself. It is unwise to stand in the way of his representatives. Unless, of course, you'd like to become a resident of your own prison.
My apologies, Klingon. I am honored to meet you. What do representatives of the High Council seek at Rura Penthe?
That's an interesting question. What is that word? Klingon. I'm going to have to look that up to see what that means. That's a Klingon word I've never seen before. At least I don't think I've seen it before.
There are no Federation corps on Rura Penthe. Are you aware enemies of the Empire should be killed, not fed and coddled like infants?
It appears the spy is as good at getting into prisons as he is at escaping them. Check your sensor logs, Warden. He is here, somewhere.
Our security logs are checked every quarter hour as per regulations. There have been no transfers in or out of the colony within the last day. Only 2 ships have entered the system today. Yours and a Klingon shuttle. The shuttle left the system hours ago. You are still here.
Your arrogance is tiresome, Warden. Produce your sensor logs at once.
Our logs clearly indicate the shuttle left the system hours ago. There have been no transfers. All prisoners in this colony are either accounted for or dead. Your trail has gone cold.
Enough. We will beam down and examine the logs in person.
Ready to beam down on your command, Captain. There is a magnetic field covering the entire penal colony to prevent prisoners from escaping via transporter. We'll have to beam down to the outskirts of the magnetic field and walk to the entrance.
Okay, let's beam down. Looks like I get to take one bridge officer with me, so I'll take Gazzan. He's the guy who has been my first officer since I took command of the ship, so let's take him with us.
Halt! Where do you think you are going?
I have business with the Warden.
You may have crossed the magnetic shield, but your visit is unannounced, and you will follow protocol. No one simply wanders around this prison. I will escort you to the Warden.
Lead on.
You will follow me.
Now this is definitely very different. The Warden actually has a proper looking office. And the prison has a much more prison-like look.
Warden, the visitors are here.
I can see them, Rogas!
Your presence here is unnecessary. The only Federation citizens on Rura Penthe are frozen into the ice. But don't let me dissuade you from your manhunt.
Order the guards to search.
My guards will stay where they are. If there was a breach, it would have tripped the alarms. Our security system is quite advanced. This is a prison, after all. But please, examine the security system for yourself. If you refuse to accept the word of the prison's warden, that is.
Drake is here, and we will find him.
You dare to question the honor of a warrior of the House of Torg? You may be representatives of Jimpak, but you'll taste my blade if you insult me again.
Okay, I don't think he mentions that he's a member of the House of Torg in the previous playthrough. And if we recall from when we played on Kolos, the House of Torg are up to no good.
Go! See for yourself! You'll only find the Padak dumped here to rot.
Your incompetence will speak for itself.
Follow me to the general holding area.
Okay. The Warden's doing something. What's he doing? Oh, he's just accessing computer records. Okay, so follow the guard.
Take one of the jackal mastiffs with you to sniff out treachery.
Oh, handy. Okay, let's turn off the security field.
Interrogate the prisoners, Captain. One of them may have spotted the fugitive.
Okay.
There is a priority target in the area. Stay alert.
Priority target in the area, stay alert. That's the Klingon transponder kicking in. And there's a guy over there highlighted with a big red highlight, so that'll probably be him. Kurdal, the sculptor. So we'll obviously have to kill him when we get near him. This is completely and utterly redone. This was just one big huge giant cavern before. I mean, technically it still is, but there's now catwalks and ramps everywhere. It's definitely had a bit of a facelift. Question the prisoners. Oh, fire pit. Handy, we can keep warm while we'll wait for the guard to catch up. There we go.
Target acquired. Subject is guilty of treason. Termination authorized.
Oh, cool. He's got a weapon in a prison. Should he have a weapon? Oh, there we go. He's down. Now, before we go any further, let's just check and see what we're getting. Yes! What did we get? 3 pieces of ground equipment. I don't need any ground equipment. Then again, if I hadn't been able to access equipment that I already had from having played previous events in Star Trek Online, I would definitely need this equipment. So, we'll keep hold of it for just now. Let's question the prisoners. Let's get rid of the bat'leth. Where's the human?
Go bother someone else.
Oh, okay. Where's the human?
Snitches get stitches.
It's a universal thing. Snitches get stitches. Where's the human?
Is this an inspection?
Okay. Let's try somebody else. There's a few people here.
Got anything to trade?
Well, not really. How about this guy?
Don't talk to me.
Okay, he seems grumpy.
I believe someone is following you, Captain. Turn around.
Someone is following me.
None of these prisoners will help you. They can sense danger far better than you can. And they know the risks of getting involved in a fight that's not theirs.
How do you know this?
Because I'm not a Patak like the Warden and his cousin. Have you asked yourself, why would a human come to Rura Penthe?
He's after something or someone.
The human is here to extract a prisoner. There are no other alternatives. If he was coming to kill someone, then he's a Koch. All he needed to do was wait. Everyone sent to this hole dies. Most are dead within a year.
You seem well informed for a prisoner.
Are you questioning my honor? If you think you're safe because you hold a weapon, you're mistaken. The only thing standing between you and a cold grave is my patience.
Bold words for a prisoner.
Someday I'll teach you a lesson for testing my resolve. The human is here, but it is a complicated situation. You must do exactly as I say. We are surrounded by enemies, and you will need my help to survive.
Why should I trust a criminal?
The only crime I've committed was thinking there could be peace between the great houses. And all you need to know is that I am a Klingon warrior with the information you need. Follow me, and I will take you to the one the prisoners call the World.
Show me where he is.
The World is over by the mine entrance.
Okay. Beds. What's this? These slabs that resemble beds?
There you are. I was wondering if I'd lost you.
You're a fool to come here.
Don't try to play coy with us. You have the subterfuge skills of a wounded tar. Did you think no one here would notice a new prisoner? Or that no one would notice when you tampered with the air exchangers?
What are you after, Drake?
I see you found a new friend. Look, if I had the time to explain, I would. But I'm on a tight schedule, and you took your time getting here. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to ask your new friend. I need to be going.
Going?
Follow him! He's running for the surface!
What? Okay, big fight. Quell the prison riot. Okay. This is obviously very good for us getting melee kills. Quite a lot of them to be had here. Jinx, whoa, what's that? Hey.
Flanking damage detected.
Jinx. There is a load of them. This has definitely got to be good for my kill counter in the thingy-mabob. I forget what it's called. Oh, that's Gazzan. We don't want to kill him. Unarmed prisoners, 100% done. Armed prisoners. Oh, right. So they're going to fight back, and they're going to fight back harder than the ones that I've just taken down. Let's have a wee look at this. Oh, I've hit 50. Improves the bat'leth. Nice. What's next? 100. 66 out of 100. Okay. Doing alright then. Oh. Okay, I'm wondering actually if I was to give Kagan a melee weapon as well, would his kills count towards my counter? I should maybe try that. Okay, follow the mini map.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong map to zoom in. There we go. Alright.
Flanking damage detected. Enemy combatants in close proximity. Personal shield losing power.
Just noticing the footsteps are moving. Snow. Whoa, dilithium, loads of it. Of course I can't mine it or anything like that, can I?
Enemy combatants.
That's the job of the prisoners. Hahaha, and I'm just killing them all. Whoops. Okay. Here we go. This would just be so nice if I could just get a huge chunk of dilithium right now. He's down. Prison riot. I don't get to see it because I've got the thing minimized. What is it? You quelled the prison riot. Okay, so yeah.
Hurry! We have to stop him! The worm has slithered to the surface. We need to stop him before he can reach the edge of the magnetic shield. I promise that I'll explain everything once we track him down.
That's going to be quite an interesting story.
The human is trying to cross the ice. We need to hurry before he gets outside the magnetic shield.
He has a shuttle.
In that case, we don't have any time to waste. It will be difficult to track his movements in this flurry.
We should be able to use the jackal to track him. Okay, let's follow the jackal. This exterior is very different from what it used to be as well. It used to be a big blizzard blowing, you could hardly see where you were going. It's much more arctic now than it used to be.
Those were wild jackals. Keep a lookout for more. They travel in packs.
Okay.
How can they survive on the surface?
They're wearing a fur coat, aren't they?
They must feed on the corpses of dead prisoners.
Oh, lovely. More fight.
Kimta, you said you would explain why you were thrown into Rura Penthe.
I am a diplomat. My peaceful words were called treason.
How can there be peace? We are at war!
You've clearly never read the works of Chancellor Gorkon.
Oh.
Enemy combatants
me ask you a question. How can we win a war if we can't stop fighting one another?
Honor must be upheld.
The words of a warrior. Still, killing one another for honor blinds us to greater threats.
Kimtar speaks wisely. Oh, there's
There
the
he
shuttle.
is!
Impressive. Your determination is commendable.
You can't escape.
There's more at stake here than dealing with a lone human on a mission of mercy. In fact, our intelligence says you have very little time left to act.
What are you talking about?
Our friend here discovered that one of the great houses is plotting against the Empire. He's correct, but his curiosity cost him. Now you and Kemtar, will both have a chance for glory.
Yes. Kimtar, Alexander.
Kemtar, your father still has friends in the Federation. They believe he's in great danger. I recommend a trip to the Vor system. There you'll find out just how big of a mess you're in, and find the proof that Worf will want.
Kimtar, how do you know this human?
I don't. He and I have never met. But as I told you, the story is complicated. What you need to know is that he speaks the truth. There is a plot against the Empire, and it is not the Federation's doing. Our true enemies are closer than we realize. If we want to protect our people, we must go to the Vor system and see what is there.
Why should I trust either of you?
I don't care if you trust me. Kemtar, tell your father that obligations have been met. Only you can decide how you'll deal with the greater threat.
What greater threat?
The only threat you should be worried about is me.
Guard Rugas has followed us.
You're a miserable Karut. Not only have you broken penal colony protocol, but you've meddled in the affairs of House Torg. I don't care if Kemtar is innocent. We were paid a great deal of latinum to keep this piece of Baktak locked up. He's not leaving here, and neither are you.
So Kimtar has been falsely imprisoned. You're a corrupt Forshak? Gee, where's another? More Klingon words to look up.
That's my cue to exit. Good luck.
Enemy combatants in close
Uh-oh.
proximity.
If Rogaz could find us, we can expect more guards soon. You must have a ship in orbit. We should beam up as soon as possible and discuss what has happened.
Good idea.
We read you, Captain. What are your orders?
Ready for transport. Beam us up.
We can't get a lock on your position, Captain. You must still be within range of the magnetic field.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
We will bring the ship down to the surface to pick you up, Captain.
Oh, excellent idea. Make it quick. We might need more. We might meet more warriors.
If we head for higher ground, it will be easier for your ship to locate us.
Good point. And the old version of the mission, the Klingon bird of prey that we take over in the
Look
tutorial
up
is what
ahead.
rescues
The Warden
us.
and the guards are approaching.
Uh-oh.
You dishonorable dog! When the High Council hears what Jempak's representatives have done here today, they will order your immediate execution!
How much were you paid to hold an innocent man?
Enough to keep us warm long after you're dead. We get paid whether Kemtar lives or dies. So before I kill you, I'll offer you the coward's choice of surrender.
Yeah, you're forgetting something.
What am I forgetting, Tosha?
I've got a starship. Like Kimtar's reaction.
A fitting end to a band of dishonorable fools. I trust you're ready to leave this freezing, miserable place, Captain. In many ways, I think Rura Penthe is worse than Grathor itself.
Yeah, if we hadn't had an event ship to play with, that would be the ship we'd be using just now. That is just awesome. That is wobbling there, and that is just so cool.
Drake said we should go to the Vor system. What would we possibly find there? Whatever is there, it is a threat to the Klingon Empire. We must find evidence to show the Council.
Agreed.
Transporter room is standing by, Captain. We're ready to bring you aboard at your command.
Good work, Chagrin. Beam us up. Okay. That's the mission pretty much complete. Contact Warden Gazzan.
Your report on Warden Karnak and the prison riot was disturbing. I have transferred many prisoners to Rura Penthe, and this is the first I've heard of corruption. As you know, the Empire does not tolerate fraud or dishonesty. I accept your resolution to the matter, but I am displeased that you did not apprehend Drake. The fact you freed Kimtar also requires scrutiny. If Kimtar were not Ambassador Worf's son, I would demand that you return him to First City at once. However, if you believe there's evidence of further corruption, you have my authorization to pursue this matter discreetly.
Okay, so there's all stuff that we were promised to be able to get.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And that's it, the mission's over. So I'm going to go ahead and allocate my skill points and have a look at what's going on there. Until next time, thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. In the middle of the screen there's a button that will allow you to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. On the left is another video of similar stuff, on the right is just another random video from my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this, and leave a comment down below about something you think I can do better. Bye for now.